like the video, alright? Man, shut up, bro. Like, chill for a second, bro. God. Alright, anyway, bro, we are on the road to 10K. Drop a sub right now, bro. I don't know what you're doing. Anyway, back to the video. Cue the intro.
I know how it feels to be left out. Yeah, I know how it feels to be stressed out.
Ayo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Crack Man Stevie. Now, I promise y'all I will give y'all this video. Yeah. This is gonna be a long video, so fasten your seatbelt and get ready to watch. Or if you probably already seen these, but I'm giving y'all the top 3 small forwards at the patch 14, top 3 power forwards. What am I talking about small forwards? Like, anyway, these are the top 3 power forwards at the patch 14 or 15, whatever it is. The first build I'm gonna be showing y'all is the post playmaker, bro. Like, this is a demigod build on offense. Now, defense, it is kind of doo-doo. I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of trash. Now, look, I was gonna sub this build for the lob threat, but a lot of people was like, nah, the lob threat isn't better than this build. I don't know why people say that. And I was gonna sub this build out for what's the other build? The interior force, but that's in my top 3 center build video. If you haven't watched that, I'm gonna put it in the cards up top. Anyway, if you set up your stats exactly the way I do for this post playmaker build, yo, you will be a demigod. Obviously, on this type of build, you do not want to go 6'9". You want to go 6'7". I know you're basically a facilitating finisher. It's crazy because, like, this build get contact dunks. It basically has a 90 something speed and a 90 something vert. When you hit 99.9 plus gym rat badge, this build goes crazy. I don't even know how this is a power forward build, but it is. Obviously, you wouldn't run this build at the center position. You'll be running guard, and you'll have an actual center playing with you. I don't know why you would run this build at center position because it really sucks at defense. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah. Keep the weight default and wingspan. You can put it however you want. You can go lowest. You can go 80.0. You can go 80.9. But me, obviously, I'm gonna just go 80.9. Like, that just makes the most sense. Lowest wingspan is really good. Like, it does help in a lot of spots, but I think you should just keep it 80.9. You don't really have to put it up any higher or any lower. Takeover. If you are really about, like, taking ankles and stuff, go up playmaking takeover. But if you just want to play with this build and straight demolish, just go at slash and takeover. That's what I would do 24/7. I don't know what y'all doing, but slash and takeover is what I'm going with all the time. And there you go, post playmaker. Now, since you only have 1 defense badge on this build, obviously you should put on either intimidator or clamps. Those are the only 2 badges I could honestly recommend for this build. Or you could put on pogo stick if you think you're gonna be in the paint a lot. But yeah, since this build has 13 shooting badges on a power forward, that's crazy. You have 13 shooting badges on a power forward with a good shooting. Not gonna lie, the shooting is not that bad. He can pop threes. Not gonna lie. What you probably should run is like gold quick draw, gold range extender, gold green machine. What is that? Or you can do silver green machine, silver hot zone hunter. It's whatever y'all want to do. Not gonna lie. This is just how I will set it up. You don't really need a gold hot zone hunter to be good on this type of build. I'm not gonna lie to you. You really don't need that, but you can put that if you want to. So I would really just set it up like this: silver green machine. Not silver green machine. Gold green machine, silver hot zone hunter, silver deadeye, gold quick draw, gold range extender. These are like, that's the best way I can think of setting it up for y'all. Y'all can set it up however y'all want, but this is the best way I can honestly think of it. For your finishing badges, I'm telling y'all, like I tell y'all this in every single video I have to make with finishing badges. Any Hall of Fame finishing badges, any finishing badges at all. The only 2 badges you need is Hall of Fame contact finisher and Hall of Fame slithery finisher. You literally only need these two badges to get unlimited contact dunks, to basically do everything in the game. You really don't need any other badges. Everything else is just extra. You can literally make an offensive threat or a slasher type build and only have 8 finishing badges and still demolish everyone on the court, because you only need 2 badges, honestly. But for the rest of the badges, you can put on Hall of Fame consistent, Hall of Fame fancy. If you want it, you could put on Hall of Fame Lob City finisher if you want to. You don't have to, but like me personally, I would never put on Hall of Fame Lob City finisher. I just don't see myself using Hall of Fame Lob City finisher at all. I'm not gonna lie, but the rest of the badges is up to you. Me personally, I probably would just go with Gold Relentless and Bronze Lob City finisher, just because it makes the most sense. I don't know what y'all would do, but like it just makes the most sense to me. Now for the last category, obviously, playmaking badges. Playmaking badges is always the easiest category, honestly. All you need is Hall of Fame Quick First Step, Hall of Fame Hills for Days, Hall of Fame Space Creator. And if you did run Playmaking Takeover, you should put on Hall of Fame Ankle Breaker to go with your Dimer and your Floor General. But you can't, because you don't have that. So I mean, like, honestly, you could put your Unpluggable on like Silver and put your Bailout on Gold if you want to. That's up to y'all. The way you set up these playmaking badges is always so complicating. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like it's really a lot to this. Like, it really is a lot to making decisions on like what to run, especially if you're playing comp. Because then you'll be like, oh no, I think I want to run Lob City Finisher or Lob City Passer or something. But yeah, that was the badges for this build. If you want to make this build, you can. But yeah. Alright, now let's get on to the next build. Because like, this build was okay. I'm not going to say it's the best power forward build in the game, but it is in like the top 5. I just didn't want to put in the lob threat or anything, or the interior force, because like everyone puts those builds in. So anyway, for the next best power forward build in the game, everyone probably knows this build. I'm not even gonna say the name yet. Like, if you don't know what build this is, if you don't know what build I'm talking about without even watching the video, bro, you are missing out. This is the playmaking and shooting pie chart power forward. What build is that? Stretch playmaker. Duke Dennis has made literally one of the greatest builds of all time. Not gonna lie, not the greatest stats wise, but like using it really is good. Now for this type of build, you can go at like the speed and vertical pie chart, but I would just go mainly speed. And if you put your stats on exactly the way I have them, as you can see on the screen right now, you will literally have no problem with this build. But obviously, body shape for this whole video, obviously I'm going to be going built. I say this in every video, built is the best body shape in the game. I don't know what you're doing if you're not running built on your players. That's really weird. For a height, 6'7" is literally perfect for this type of build. It is literally perfect. Lowest weight, lowest wingspan. You have like a 90 something speed and acceleration with this build, but do not, I repeat, do not go 6'7". It kind of like messes up the whole build, the whole point of the build, because basically you should have just made like a small forward or something. So make him 6'8". You want to be a stretch playmaker, lowest weight, lowest wingspan. Now if you do make this build at 6'9", I don't know why you would do that, because you don't get no pro dribble moves, you barely have any speed. It's all really pointless. So make sure you keep the build at 6'8". It makes the most sense, I'm not gonna lie. 6'7" is completely broken, but 6'8", you just have to go with it, because like it's 6'8". Come on, like seriously. Lowest wingspan, lowest weight. Like, I can't explain it. I can't stretch it enough. If you're not doing that, I have no idea what you're doing with your life if you're not doing it the way I'm saying to right now. This is kind of the way I made this build is kind of better than Duke's. I'm not going to say it completely is, because a lot of people have different opinions. Only part I see wrong with this build is probably offensive rebound and drive and layup. Everything else is perfect, because you don't really need standing dunk. You barely need drive and layup for real, because like you can still lay up. You still have a high drive and dunk and all of that. And for takeover, obviously you can go with sharp, shot creator, or playmaking, but obviously you want to be able to momentum and all of that when you get takeover. So go with playmaking, takeover. I don't understand what you're doing if you're not going with playmaking, takeover. You can go with sharp, but like that's up to y'all. But yeah, so if you're not going playmaking, takeover, bro, I don't know what you're doing. Yeah, like I said, if you made it the exact way I did, you will get a stretch playmaker. Probably one of the best power forward builds in the game, I'm not gonna lie. And yeah. Okay, since you only have one finishing badge on this build kind of breaks the game at legend for a power forward position, because you do get a lot more finishing badges and defensive badges, but we're not gonna get into all that. We're just gonna set it up like this. But obviously for only one finishing badge, just put on consistent finisher. It just makes the most sense for only one finishing badge. So if you're not doing that, I honestly don't know what you're doing. But yeah, that's the only finishing badge you really need. You don't need consistent or slithery, because you don't have no contact dunks or none of that. So just go with slithery finish. Consistent finish, or whatever it is. Now, since you have 6 defensive badges, which is not really bad, I'm not gonna lie, you only should be putting on 4 badges in this category. The way you want to set it up. Now look, y'all can go with gold clamps and gold intimidator right off the rip, but then you have to think about it. You could put on pogo stick, you could put on interceptor, you could put on rim protector, or you could put on to rebound chaser for whatever reason you want to do that, or pickpocket, or pick dodger. Not gonna lie, but the way I would set this build up, I probably would put on silver clamps, silver intimidator, and silver pogo stick. But a lot of people will probably be like, you don't really need pogo stick, but pogo stick is a really good badge. But I'm gonna just leave it like this: gold clamps, gold intimidator, or you can do silver pogo stick, because that badge really is helpful, I'm not gonna lie. Or you can just leave it on bronze and put like your clamps on gold, or you can put your intimidator on gold. But that's how I'll put it: gold intimidator, gold clamps all the time, obviously. Since you have 20 playmaking badges on this build, which is quite a lot. It's not as much as the post playmaker, but y'all know it's still a lot. All you need is Hall of Fame quick first step, Hall of Fame hands for days, Hall of Fame space creator. These are literally the only 3 badges you need to absolutely destroy on ISO if you don't have ankle breaker. And if you do, it does help a lot more, but you don't really need it. Now look, you can put on your Hall of Fame floor generator if you don't care about bailout, but you have to remember that you need unpluggable, because like you will get ripped a lot. So yeah, you could take off floor general if you don't think you want that badge. You could put your Diamond Hall of Fame and put on silver bailout or something, because you don't really need floor general, but it does help with your team so you can win the games. Like you can set it up like this if you want to, but me honestly, I don't really run bailout, because every time I shoot, I'm wide open. I don't see the point of shooting when you're not open. But there is times when the defender just comes out of nowhere on some Goku type speed and just gets magical defense on you. But anyway, shooting badges. You have 22 shooting badges in the game. Now look, because you're 6'8" and you're kind of slow if you just are making this build, I would recommend you go Hall of Fame quick draw. Right off the rip, Hall of Fame quick draw. Because you're kind of slow and you're trying to ISO with this build, but me, I always run gold quick draws. It's just the thing I do. I don't know about y'all, but like I always run gold quick draw. Like it's just what I do. And you can put on Green Machine Hall of Fame, Deadeye, Gold, or it's just the way I'll play. It's the way I'll play. If you ISO and you don't really need catch and shoot, too bad you don't have difficult shots on this build, because like you could hit some crazy fades if you had shot cream takeover on this build, but a lot of people won't run shot cream takeover on this build. But I would run gold quick draw, gold volume shooter, Hall of Fame, range extender, Hall of Fame, Hot 100, Hall of Fame data, Hall of Fame green machine. This is just the way I would run my setup if I made this build. But me personally, I do not have this build on my account. I know it sounds crazy. I don't have it on my PS4 or my Xbox. But yeah, that was the build. Now look, I'm going to give y'all the best power forward build in the game. I don't know what to say. Like, this is literally the most overpowered power forward build in the game. If you are a legend, this build is unstoppable. If you made this build at legend, this build is literally unstoppable. You can guard every position. You can do everything. You're basically a demigod with this build if you're a legend. Now y'all know the playmaking and defensive pie chart is the most broken pie chart in the game. If you are watching this video, you know that the playmaking and defensive pie chart is the most broken pie chart in the game. Now look, physical profile, you can go with the most speed, because like the way I'm gonna set it up, you're still gonna have a little bit of strength. So if you do get switched onto a guard, onto a center, you'll be able to do that. You'll be able to guard him a little bit. But you'll have to copy exactly the way I set up my stats. You have to copy everything so y'all badges be all good. Everything. I'm not even gonna talk about the body shape because you already know I'm gonna go a build. Now speed on this build is a little low, but the way I'm gonna like set it up, it'll be good. Cause like when you hit 99.9, bro, and have gym rat badge, bro, you'll be a demigod. You won't have to worry about speed. Now strength and vertical is a little low, but like you don't really gotta worry about all that. Now, you do not want to go 6'9" on this build. I don't know why in the world people think 6'9" is a good height for this build. I would never go 6'9", but me, I would either go 6'8" or 6'7". 6'7" is a little bit too short for this type of build, but you do get contact dunks faster if you go 6'7". Cause I think you get like an 82 driving dunk if you go 6'7". So if I was y'all, it's like a win-win. You can go 6'7" or you can go 6'8". I'm not saying maximize your height like a crazy person, because a lot of people do that, like that weird stuff. I don't know why they do that weird stuff for, but you can go 6'7" or 6'8". But me, I would always go 6'8" on this build. 6'7" does help with all your stats and stuff. You'll have way over a 90 speed, way over a 90 acceleration. But go 6'8". I know the way I'm setting up this build, it will mess up your acceleration just a little bit, but you don't have to worry about that, because on this type of build, you might get switched on to center a lot. So I would recommend you going for that 70 strength and have a little bit of interior defense so you don't be a complete baby on the paint, because this build actually gets a lot of defensive badges and it can shoot consistent. It can literally ISO bigs and guards. Like, it can do everything. It can clamp guards, bigs, everything. So the way I make this build, you have to make it exactly. Do not maximize the wingspan. I don't know what y'all doing if y'all do that. Literally lower the wingspan as low as it can possibly go. You can push it up. You can push it however you want to do. But I'm literally saying lowest wingspan is the best way to go for this build. Y'all can do it however y'all want. But me, I would always go lowest wingspan, because you do get a 70 strength. Now, all these takeovers is good takeovers. Playmaking, post scoring, glass, rim protector. But obviously, we came here for playmaking takeover. And that's what we're going to do. And what do you get? You get the best build in the game, a playmaking glass cleaner. Now, it's a lot of people that said that this build in 2A/ and playmaker can't compete, because they really can't compete. But obviously, if it was a one-on-one, then 2A/ playmaker will win, because it's smaller and faster and has way better stats. As y'all seen, I already said one finishing badge, consistent finisher all the time, just for now. But if you're a legend, you put on gold contact finisher, gold slithery finisher, gold consistent finisher, and silver fancy footwork. Anyway, for shooting badges, y'all already see how I'm putting these on. Just run gold green machine, gold quick draw, gold range extender, bronze hot 100. Now you can switch it out for like Deadeye or something, but you don't really need Deadeye on this type of build, because like Well, no. You don't really. I don't know. It's just the way I want to set up this build. Cause like, if you had more shooting badges, it would be a lot better. I'm not gonna lie. If you had more shooting badges, I would really like this build a lot more. But like, the playmaking badges, the defensive badges, they make up for all of that. So don't trip. You know, don't trip. For playmaking, y'all already know what to do. Like, come on, like, it's a mandatory. You always have on Hall of Fame quick first step, hands days, and all of that, bro. Like, I don't know what y'all doing. You can put on like Hall of Fame space creator, or I mean you can put on Hall of Fame tight handles and stuff, but I would never do that because you don't really need it. Because like, tight handles used to be good like back when the game first started. You could get ankle breakers and stuff, but I don't really see that happening anymore. You don't really need handles for days all the way on Hall of Fame, because you do need to save a little bit of points, just a little bit. Because like, you might want to run tight handles if you want to. I'm not saying you have to, but some people say tight handles does work a lot. Y'all can run that. I probably wouldn't run tight handles at all, but it's just the way I want to do it. If y'all want to run tight handles, go ahead, right ahead. Or you could put floor general Hall of Fame and put downhorn on. It's just the way I want to set it up. Like, however y'all run guard is however the way I want to run this build. That's all I can say. I can't say anything else. Now, you have 20 defensive badges. This is literally getting to the end of the video. You only need 3 badges to guard every single position in the game. All you need, I'm not going to say this no more than once. All you need is Hall of Fame Intimidator, Hall of Fame Clamps, and Hall of Fame Post Move Lockdown. Those are literally the only 3 badges you need to guard every build in the game. Every other badge is just it's just extra. Like rebound chaser, rim protector, pogo stick. You can put that on. You can drop your rebound chaser to like a silver and put on like a silver pogo stick, because you do need that. I'm not gonna lie, but this is all you need for finishing badges and stuff. So if you enjoyed this video, these are the top 3 power forwards in the game after patch 14 or 15, whatever it is, whatever I titled this video. Y'all know. Y'all can copy exactly how I set up my finishing my defensive badges or whatever. Y'all know. But these are the top 3 builds in my opinion. Y'all can say whatever y'all want in the comments. I understand, like, everyone doesn't agree with everything you say. Add me on PS4 and Xbox. My gamer tags is literally at the top of the description. If you're not adding me, I don't know what you're doing. I have a lot of fun over there. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. If you can, that'll be nice. And drop a sub. Drop us a sub, man. We are on the road to 10K. And I'm out. Peace.